Hey guys, what's up? So, as you may have noticed, I haven't been uploading anything for a very long time. The last thing I was uploading was, I believe, the Suicide Guy gameplay walkthrough, um, because I like this game. It's very fun, but I haven't been posting any transformation videos because, as you can see, I am currently working on one, and I was thinking to myself, um, because there are not so many tutorials about drivers out there, I would like to show you what I am doing, and I would like to show you how I do use drivers in Blender. I'm using 279B, and I've been trying out 2.8 with its Eevee engine, and I can tell you, boy, this engine is something that is pushing Blender uh, way ahead, a whole way ahead. So, as one of those Pixar employees once said, Blender is almost capable of doing everything what their own in-house software can do. And Um, well, if you just look at the open movies, the last one, Hero, that came out, really was um, really interesting to look at, and it has a really deep meaning containing a story. So, drivers. So, what are drivers? Drivers are practically functions that let you let's see, what is it called? What is it called? This word, translate one value to another value. So you have, for example, this x value here. If you change it, then you can make it influence another value. Maybe this one, or this, or for another object. So, for example, if you have a ball and or a wheel, and you want to let it rotate while it moves along the axis it rotates, right? So for example, the x-axis and the rotation is around the y-axis, so it's rolling like this and moving like that, and you just have to move it along the x-axis, and the rotation is um, made through these drivers. But I am using drivers to do this. Look at this. With just this one slider, I have control over this shape key here, and the scale value of this bone, this bone, this bone, this, even the location of the eye, and this, the scale and the location of that eye. And just by using this one, I can get everything. That's the tongue. It's just turned downwards, because if you use drivers, you don't you don't drive the rotation. How would you call it? So, and I wanted to show you just how I do it and how this works. So I will be doing the driver for the arms separately, so that I have then here arms. These words are German, so this means body, I have body as well here. It's a mixture from German. There's this Bauch means stomach or belly, and arms. Yeah, he gets a huge belly. This is actually a human that changes into some kind of, I don't know. His head is like those of a stegosaurus, but the body is like, well, like that. Just a creature I came up with. Okay, so because I want this slider to be shown up here, I have to make it in the custom properties of the object tab. So just do that and edit. So I name this arms, please, arms 33 to 66, because this is the in-between version that comes past the 50% transformation. And okay, so now I need the data path of this. So I click here, copy data path. This was just a right click. So now I have to define the driver. So here everything what is different, like this and these three, need to get a driver. So I press Ctrl D, manually create later, and here the same was only single. So then I have those here. Save every time, because it can happen very often that that Blender just closes. Is pretty stupid. So first of all, the first thing I do is making everything from top to bottom. I will change this to single property because it is a single property. Then I will take this picker and click on that object, because we have defined that slider in his object. And if I paste, you see this is blue in my color layout, and that shows that it's correct. If it's wrong, it's red in my color. So, and because I know that this is going to be not a value from 0 to 1, I have to use a modifier, just a generator. This is just a math function that shows me how this driver actually works. So the Y is the left point of the slider, so 0, and X here is the right point of the slider, the 1, because the slider goes from 0 to 1. This is the translator that is needed to make that 0 to 1 slider do that. This is 0 when this is 0, and when the slider is at 1, it's at minus 1.9. This is exactly what we want to create. So because 0 is 0, that's fine, but minus 1.9, then you click here, minus 0.019, and then you go to driver and change this scripted expression to average value. So now I need to do these arms, and you saw how that arm moved. And that means the location already has changed, and you see 0 meters. So the next one, we copy this, save, and paste that, delete this, modifiers, add modifier, generator, and now we have minus 9 millimeters, so minus 0.009, and driver's average value, and you see it moved again. Next is the same stuff again. just have to watch out. This is just a positive value, just like that, drivers and average value. Next is the scale value. Paste, delete, modifier. So, because this value starts at 1 and ends by 1.044, you have to start with 1 and plus, so that this is the range from 1 to 1.044 and average value. And that's exactly what happens here. So if I just move that, you see it moves and scales. Alright. Next arm is unchanged, but the hand is changed in its scale. Again, do this, then paste, because this is the same object what we're using. If you change it, you need another data path. And again 1 and 0, 1, 3, 5. Driver, average value, like that. So then I can, for example, copy and paste these, right? And if I go to modify, I can click on that to copy it again, paste, paste. And if I go to driver and to average value, then I will have everything done. Save. Next is the form, the shape keys. There will be the arms and single driver. That's this one here, and we already have the snout here. Let me see if this works. Right. And average value, that's actually, I believe, everything. If I change the arms, they get bigger and longer. Well, that's practically it. You just do this with everything else. For example, the head, that's the most complicated thing here, because you have not only you have the why did I call this body? That's so wrong. Damn. This is called obviously head or snout. Oh well, I change it later. This changes the position of the eyes, the form, the shape key of the snout, the shape key of the teeth, and there you have 06666 to 0333. If you look at the modifier, this is what it looks. It goes from 03333 to 0333. So it adds to be like this. Oh well. Well, this is how drivers work, and they're pretty simple, I guess, if you know how they work, but you already have seen what there's inside: cycles, envelope, noise, crazy stuff, and the drivers themselves. They have this rotational difference and transform channel. The transform channel is when you want to make this rotation to scale or location, distance. I don't have even any idea what this is all about, because there are no real tutorials out there. Well, the next one would be, let me see, this one is not being in a driver, it's just like that. The claws are staying single. So I think the body will be the last, and I have to change this. Well, that's it from me. You see how far I've gotten. Well, I have him, He's finished with texture and everything, and he is in between, and I still have to do the human part, and then comes the hardest part, to make clothes and get them to rip if when he gets bigger, and I hope I can get that done, and just add some hairs, some add some hair to his face. It looks weird. Oops. But interesting how that his teeth are becoming his beak, and of course it works. Look, if I open up the mouth, for example, and then I see this is not working correctly here. I have to clean that up. So I'll be working on this for next time. Now you know how far I am, what I'm doing. Well, I'm also going to school. Although I'm over 30 years old, I'm a trainee in media design, and after that I will be trying to get a job in the 3D industry. Obviously, I have so much things to do. I'm painting. I have a comic to paint, and a song to record. I have so much to do, and I have so little time. Today is Saturday. It's almost 30 degrees Celsius outside, although we have just April 20th. So that said, I hope you like my little showcase how this works. Yeah, yes, you know how this works. Drivers. Oh, look at this. This is all what I have to do with body. And next thing, I was lying. I had to do the other arm first. Alright, that's it. See you soon.